Happy October. Hi, what's up? We have a new budget planner, you guys, and I saw this little guy at the party store this past weekend, and I had to get him because A, rainbow, B, skeletons. So, hi. Okay, I'm really excited because it's finally time for me to show you my new budget planner, and there's something a little bit different about this one, and you will see what I mean towards the end. So stay tuned. Make sure you stick around for the entire video. It shouldn't be long. And I will show you what I mean. Okay, so without further ado, ta-da! This is the Bright Undated Budget Planner. I know, I'm so creative with my names, aren't I? Okay, so this is, again, a budget planner. It is undated, so you can use this anytime you want. You can start it any month, you know, everything like that. It is 12 months worth, so you can use this for a year or more depending on how you use your planners. This is the cover, of course, super duper colorful, and then we have the back here. This just tells you like a couple of the kinds of pages that you will get in the planner. It's great for cash envelope budgeting, but if you don't use the cash envelope system, this also works. And then of course my QR code, I put that on the back of all of my books, just in case you happen to buy this planner from Amazon and don't know I'm on YouTube. So that is the planner. She's thick, girl, okay? She's pretty thick. I think a little bit thicker than my other planners, just like a tiny, tiny bit thicker. So this is a full color version, just like my seasonal planner. This comes in full color, and what's really cool is look at it from the side, how colorful the pages are. I love that. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a flip through. Now the theme, or like the color story or whatever, of this planner is tie-dye. So it is all tie-dye themed, again, full color. And I just, yeah, that's why I called it Bright. I just really, of course, you know, I love all the colors. So you'll see, I'll show you each month and like the theme or whatever for that month. But you do have some of the same pages as my other planners. Okay, so you're starting off here with your yearly goal sheet. Now you can have 4 goals for the year if you want. You can also, these boxes are pretty large, so you can also put multiple goals in one box. You know, maybe you have like a lot of goals and you want to kind of separate them. You can do like, you know, goals with business or work, financial goals, personal goals, whatever you want. You can, you know, of course, use this page how you want. So yearly goals, and then again, like with the other planner, you have your monthly goals. So if you want to break the yearly goals down, I personally think that is a smart idea, just because when you break a big goal down into smaller chunks, I think it's easier and more achievable and easier to like judge if you're meeting that goal and so on. So I did give you all 12 months here. If you want to break your goals down, you know, you can feel free to do that. Once again, I am including the expense category sheet. So I have showed you how to use this in the past, but if you are someone who likes to do expense tracking, this is where you can determine what your categories are. So for example, you might have a gifting category, and underneath gifting, it might be birthdays, it might be holiday gifts, it might be like anniversary gifts, whatever. Then you might have, I don't know, like a fun category, okay, which might be going out with your friends, going to the movies, going to the bar, buying board games, whatever kind of things you want to put under there. Then you might have like a dining category, so eating out, fast food, maybe you want to include groceries in there, whatever. You just use this page to write down what your categories are and then what type of expenses might fall under that category. That way, when you're doing your expense tracking, you can come back, reference this, and kind of like categorize your expenses so that you know which categories you're spending the most in and things like that. Okay, then we have just like 2 pages of dot grid. I just wanted to include these just as kind of like a free form section for you to do what you want. But I do know a lot of people like the dot grid, so I wanted to try it out. And actually it's coming off really cool on camera because of the swirly background, so that's pretty neat. But just 2 free form pages for you. And then we have an important dates page. So again, pretty free form. I didn't want to write anything on here, but if you want to write birthdays, anniversaries, anything like that, holidays, your vacations, whatever you want to write on here, you know, feel free. You have, again, this huge space to do it. And then also new for this planner is a bill tracker. So this is where you can keep track of what your bills are for each month. You would write the name of the bill, the due date, and the amount. And when I say due date, I don't mean like October 5th. I mean like, you know, the 5th of the month, or the, you know, even if you don't know the exact date, you could write like at the end of the month, the beginning, whatever, and then how much the bill is. And this way you have something to reference every month when you're planning out your budget. You know, you can come back to this, make sure you hit all your bills and everything like that. I was going to design this differently and make it like a checklist for each month where you can check off if your bills are paid for that month. But I ultimately decided not to, because the way the budget sheets are designed, they already have a section where you can check off if the bills are paid. So I decided not to, but I still love using a bill tracker. I mean, I've had one forever. I don't actually use it too much anymore because I just go off of previous budgets, but I do think this is a wonderful place to write down all of your bills. And once again, that way you have this page for reference when you're planning your budget. So that's new. And then we get into our monthly budget. Now I will say, every page has a white border on the bottom. I don't exactly know why, because when I submitted this for printing, I didn't see that. I had to do a ton of tweaks between this version and the other version I'm going to show you, and it was very time consuming and difficult. So there's a bottom border. I'm not too happy about it, but that's the way it's going to stay. So I just wanted to tell you guys about that. Okay, so now we get into the months. Again, this is 12 months. So you have January through December. And so even though they're not dated, I did put the names of the months. So you can see, obviously, this is January. And we have a calendar, again, undated though. So you can put the dates, you know, on here yourself. For whatever year you're starting. So maybe you'll start this in 2025. Maybe you'll buy this and save it till 2027. I don't know. You can date it however you want. You don't even have to use this. I don't use the calendar in my planner, but some people like to write their bills and things like that on a calendar so they can kind of see, okay, I get paid here, so I have to pay all of these bills before my next paycheck or something like that. So you have your calendar. And then I also added this time around, instead of a notes box or whatever it was under the calendar, I gave you a little dot grid section and then a little checklist. So maybe you have certain things you want to accomplish in January, and that's what I gave you here. Or you can come back to your monthly goals and check what you had written down for January and transfer them over to here. And then you have little check boxes where you can check things off. Maybe you have some appointments you want to write here so you can check them off when they're done. You know, whatever you want to use this for, I just gave you that little checklist, and again, dot grid for however you want to use it. Now, the pages, as far as the budget pages and everything like that, are exactly the same from here on out. So you have your monthly breakdown. Look at this January background, you guys. I think this is my favorite in the whole book because it has like all the colors. I love it. It's so bright and vibrant. I'm really happy with the way this turned out in terms of like the printing and the colors. So again, the pages are the same. You have a monthly breakdown. So if you want to budget your whole month like I do, you know, put it all down. But then you have 5 weekly paychecks per month. So you get 1 monthly plus 5 weeklies. Hopefully that makes sense. So you come here, you have your weekly, you break it down, and then again, just like the other planners, you have your cash breakdown. So if you are someone that goes to the bank, which I do not, you can write what your category is, what kind of bills you want, and then, you know, you can transfer this if you want onto a smaller sheet, bring it to the bank, and then get the exact bills that you want for cash stuffing. So again, 5 of those. Okay, and then just like the other planner, you get expense tracking sheets. Now, I think I have 3 expense tracking sheets in the other planner. This one only has 2 because I added a different sheet, which I'll show you in a second. But this is where you can keep track of what you're spending for the month. You put your date, the description of like what you bought, the category that it falls in. Again, this is going to be determined by you and whatever your expense categories are that you decided on that page in the beginning of here. And then what was the amount? Okay, so 2 of those for the month. Then you get your sinking funds tracker. This is not new. This is the same as my other planners. So if you like to total up your sinking funds at the end of the month, you know, you can use this page, which that reminds me, I still need to do that for September. And then this is a new page. So I wanted to include like a check-in page, an end of the month check-in page. And so I added one of these for every month. So for the month, you can write here, what was your total income? How much money did you make total for the month? How much did you spend in all of your bills? How much did you spend in basically everything else? Your variable expenses, things like that. And then how much did you save? How much did you save with sinking funds, savings challenges? Maybe you put extra away towards something, whatever, and then you can write that down. And then you can put your goals for next month. So this is just a little quick snapshot of kind of what you did in the month. So maybe you could say, okay, I made $5,000 this month. I wish. I spent $2,000 in bills. I spent, I don't know, $2,000 in spending, and so what's left? $1,000. I saved $1,000. And then you could say, okay, I did a lot of spending this month. My goal for next month is going to be less overall spending or something like that. It's just a little snapshot for you to be able to kind of see like how your month went. Okay, you can see how your month went in sinking funds over here, and then again you have this like snapshot. And I will show you, just because I mentioned it, this is where I have if you pay your bills. So you write your bill, however much the bill is, and then once you pay it, you just put a check mark there. And I use this check mark box because if I don't, then I'll never know if I pay things. And what I like to do additionally, if you've seen me budget, you may have noticed, you may not. Once I pay it, I check it, but then once it actually comes out of my account, I put a little dot next to here knowing that it actually came out, because sometimes you'll pay a bill online, but it doesn't actually come out of your account for a few days. So that's how I like to do it. But I just wanted to show you that little paid column because I did reference it before. But that is it. That is it for the layout, and every month is the same. So if we move into February, again, you have your calendar, your little notes, to-do list, whatever. 1 monthly paycheck breakdown, and then 5 weeklies with 5 cash breakdowns. And then you have your expense trackers, you have your sinking funds tracker, and then you have your end of month check-in. And that's the planner, you guys. So if we move into March, March has this bright, like springy looking background. Then we have April here. Super like pastel-y kind of background. May is, wait, did I skip May? Okay, no. So here we have May, lots of pinks and purples. Then for June, some orange and purple and green. And I'm just showing you this just so you could see, like, you know, all the different backgrounds. July, very patriotic, of course. Then we have August, very nice and colorful. I love this one too. And then we move into September. September is just like an orange and white, or like a, I don't know if you'd call that orange, maybe like a coral peachy sort of color. And then we have October, blues and purples. We have November, very pinky. And then to round out the month, or the year, I guess you'd say, we have December, which is the green and white. And that is it. The last page is your last check-in for December, and then that's it, you guys. So I hope you like it. Let me know what you think down below. Again, extremely similar to my other planners, just with an additional couple pages, but that's not all, you guys. So as always, this is available on Amazon. Okay, it will be linked below in my description. It will also be linked in my Amazon storefront. You can, pick it up anytime, but I really, really wanted to try something different with my planners. And so for the first time ever, I now have a spiral bound version, you guys. I'm so excited about this. So this is going to be my new planner that I'm going to start using next month in November, because in November will be a year since I started my seasonal planner. And I'm going to try this one. I love the idea of the spiral bound so that you can actually fully, open it up and whatever. And so I really wanted to try it, and this is how it turned out. So it is the same exact planner in terms of what is inside. Okay, there is no difference whatsoever. All the pages are the same, all the backgrounds, all the colors, everything. Everything is the same. The literal only difference between this planner and the one on Amazon is the spiral bound, okay? So, a note about pricing. Okay, so this one that is not spiral bound, this is available on Amazon, as I said. It is, I believe it's $20, okay? And I will be honest with you guys, I didn't want to charge 20 bucks for this, but I will make, I think, like $2.30 off of this planner if you buy it. So I still wanted to make $1 or $2, okay? I thought 20 bucks was a little bit high, but again, I wanted to make a couple dollars. I do still think even for $20 for something you can use an entire year or more, I do think that is not too bad. And when I say you can use this more than a year, what I mean by that is depending on how you budget, like if you get paid twice a month, you can use these sheets. Okay, so here's my monthly. I have a monthly here. I do my monthly spread. And then if I get paid twice a month, which is how I get paid, I'm only using 2 of these weekly sheets, and there are 3 more left. So you can come back and you'll have 3 additional sheets. So if you want, you could use another one for another monthly, and then you'll have 2 more. Again, for your 2 paychecks in the month. Now, does this one say monthly? No, but I'll let you in on a little secret. It's literally the same exact page as the monthly one. There's no difference whatsoever, except that this one just says monthly. And I was going to leave the word monthly off of this first one, but then I decided not to because I just wanted to make sure you guys didn't get confused. But, if you get paid, maybe you get like 6 paychecks a month and you don't want to do like a monthly budget, you can still use this page. Again, it is literally the exact same thing as this, okay? So that's what I mean, though, when I say you can use this for more than a year. So I still think $20 isn't terrible. Okay, so that's 20 bucks. Now, normally I don't talk about price, but I'm going to address it here. This spiral planner is only going to be available on Etsy because I have to order this and have it sent to me, and then I have to ship it to you. Okay, they don't allow spiral bounds on Amazon, and the website that I went through for this, they do have distributing and things like that, but with the way I wanted to format this, it wasn't available. So if you like the spiral, I have them in stock, and then you will order from Etsy, and then they will ship to you just like any other Etsy order. So on Etsy, these are going to be $30, okay? So it's a $10 price difference. $30 here because of the upfront cost that I needed to pay to order all of these and then ship them to me and whatever, and the spiral and things like that. They're $30. So you can choose whichever format you like the best. Now here's the other caveat though. I only have 3 of these that are going to be in stock in my Etsy shop. And the reason for that is because I didn't want to order a ton because they cost money and then just have them sitting here. I didn't know if you guys would like these or not. So I only have 3. If the 3 sell, I may think about doing some type of pre-order. I'm not sure how long these will take to get to me from once I order them. I feel like the initial time I ordered these, that may have been a little bit longer because it was a brand new book, but now that they printed it once, it might be quicker, but I don't know. But I may do a pre-order, like, you know, if you want to, I may keep it open for a week, and then whoever orders, you know, place that order at the end of the week and then ship them out as soon as I get them or something. I don't know. But let's just see if anybody even likes these first. They may just sit and not even sell at all. But again, if you like the spiral bound and you want to get your hands on this, I only have 3. So I suggest going over to Etsy right now and ordering it. And then this is available on Amazon. This will be available all the time. You know, it doesn't come from me. It comes right from Amazon. So, you know, there will be no problem getting your hands on this. So that is it, you guys. Let me know what you think. I'm excited, you know, to have the spiral bound, to be trying it out. Again, I don't know if you guys are going to like it. It's possible that if I make other books, I can maybe do them in spiral bound. If that's something you guys like, I don't know. Again, I'm just trying it out. So let me know what you think. These are available now. This is on Amazon. Once again, you can get it anytime. It's linked below. This, if you're watching this video, is available right now on Etsy. But again, I only have 3. So if you really want to grab this, go and grab it now. And then once the 3 sell out, if they do, I don't know, then I will kind of decide from there what to do. All right, that is it, my friends. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you love this new planner. It's not very different, but it's also very different, right? So I am going to start using this again starting next month. I just love all the colors. I'm super excited. I hope you guys like these too. Thank you so much for all of your support. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.